as an animist, and I am a spirit bridge practitioner. I work in the varying layers of reality. I know, and maybe you know as well, there are non-physical energies that have a will and do things in this world, in our minds, right? Sometimes they're bullies, sometimes they're helpers. There's the spirits of our ancestors. They're the spirits of the plants, the ones who have gone before, human, non-human, all kinds. While there are villains on the human level, and I'm not even going to say any of their names, it is wise to suspend hate towards them and look at what is infusing them with power, what is holding them up, what is giving them the energy to do that. One might say it could be a spirit or a sickness. Is a sickness a spirit? We might look now that we know, or getting to know, or being acquainted with the spirit of COVID. It has an energy. It wants to do what it wants to do. Science folks, Anthony Fauci, saying we're on virus time, we are not on human time. So now we are being taught about this other than human energy, this being that is real. We can't see it with the naked eye, but it is real, and it is taking us out. It is affecting us. Even if people don't die, they might be wounded in some way for life because of this being. And when I mean colonized mind, it's that the ideas, the belief systems, the reactions, the view of the world that has been downloaded into us from culture, white culture. Someone doesn't even have to be white to be downloaded with these ideas. Things like original sin, what is crazy, what is not, what is real, what is not, issues around sexuality and around family and around what is important, right? The type of people that are important, the type of things that we need to do, about making money and all of those greedy things. That's colonized mind. It's expansive. I mean, it's huge. It addresses a time. What is sickness? To begin to address colonized mind with white supremacy and how it's acting out right now is not the whole story. Because colonized mind, colonization, the convert or die, and whiteness's supreme ideas that have spread across this planet and wreaked havoc all over the world. It was well on its way before these people ever came in contact with African people and got the horrible idea in their mind of what they thought they could do. And they made it so. And so this goes back in Europe and maybe elsewhere, maybe in China. Daniel Quinn of Story of Bee and Ishmael talks about that there's the two of the takers and the leavers, and we're operating out of the taker mentality. And that there's Europe and then there's Asia, right? China. That things rose up like twins, twin brothers, something like that. You should check out the books. They're good. About how we got here. So it's been going on for many, many more generations. So then I was thinking about the word dismantle. And dismantle, you could think of it as like, let's say a brick wall. Any kind of wall. You hammer it down, right? You break it apart. You dismantle it. Anyone who has those ideas, it's because it's not logical. How can someone truly say, and most people who feel this way say, oh, I'm not a racist. Okay, fine. You have ideas, you have beliefs, you have the things that you're protecting, law and order and property, right? Dismantling from the outside, you need to change, never works. It might be quelled, it might be forced into submission, but in the hearts of the people, it doesn't go away. We can see that. Yes, we can dismantle it, but the pieces are the people who hold on to the ideas, because they're still holding on to the spirit of these ideas. I don't know about you, but I know that I have had many experiences where I have these aha moments. I see things finally where I didn't see them before. Like, oh shit, I didn't see that. Or, wow, I see what you mean. That is a dispelling. Whoa, what was I thinking? How could I have not seen that before? That is dispelling. It comes from in here. And that can be inspired. That can be assisted, but it can't be forced. We cannot move forward until and unless we figure out the ways to break the spell, to dissolve the spell, to walk away from the spell. To close, for now, someone that has affected me deeply is by my age, and I'm happy to say this, a young man named Ibram Kendi. What a being. Anti-racism, how to be an anti-racist, and many other books. A wise being. And a kindred spirit. I dealt with cancer, and I don't know where he is in his process. His is more recent than mine. But the wisdom that it seemed to have brought him is the ability then to see how systemic racism is a cancer, metastatic cancer, that it has spread all across our body, of all of us being the body of humans, right? This culture. The wisdom that I really appreciate is that when one realizes that one has cancer, often the first response is, what? Me? No. I know I had that, and apparently he has too. I can't have cancer. I'm healthy. I'm a good person. No. It's impossible. And that we could look at ourselves around racism, whether one is a racist or one is acting like a racist. There are some people who are racist. They will not set it down. And there are many other people who don't want to be racist. None of us, right, haven't been taught much else. And so I am coming up with a phrase for that, of like acting like a racist, because then it doesn't stamp the person as a racist that is forever. Racism is by choice and action and thought and deed, right? Quit acting like a racist. It at least gives someone room to make another choice in their actions. Once we realize and accept, shit, I have cancer, or shit, I'm acting like a racist. I have been trained by racists. I have racist thoughts. I am part of a racist system. Then the way to actively disengage and dismantle and dispel that is the aspect of anti-racism. That we need to do the actions and really shift the way that we think, the way that we see the world. We have to expose ourselves to people who aren't like us. We have to see the world from other people's eyes and hearts. And that the process of dismantling, dispelling, and dissolving these beliefs and actions and systems and policies isn't easy, and it's not fun, just like treatment for cancer isn't. But it doesn't mean we don't need to do it, or that we shouldn't do it. We don't have another option. Just feel yourself right now. Notice in your body, after all of my words, blah, 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 what sticks with you? And also, what did you want to resist? What did you want to say, no, that makes me uncomfortable, or I don't know about that. Well, that may not be true. That couldn't possibly be me. And instead of resisting and pushing it away and saying it's impossible, what if you just let it sit with you for a while? Just let it be there, as if it's another person, as if it's a spirit. If you're still here, thank you for listening, and I'll be back. Take good care, and keep on the lookout for that colonized mind, because it is there. It is real until it's dispelled. You can find out more about me and my work and our Web of Life Animist Church at weboflifeanimist.com. And do subscribe if you aren't subscribed already. Be well.